Ruud, obviously this is your final match in interim charge. It'll be an emotional occasion, I'm sure, on Sunday. But for you, is it likely to be a second farewell from Manchester United? Do you know yet what your future holds?
No, first of all, it was a special period. It is still, of course, and I called it an important period because I think it was important to get through the 4 games as good as we could. I think we've done very well so far. The players reacted very well in the games. So obviously the focus is now to build on that and show that on Sunday with a big game ahead and a massive 3 points that are there to win. And so, yeah, I don't know if it will be very emotional. I take it very pragmatic as well, although I'm very proud to be able to fulfill this. But we'll see how that will feel on Sunday. And other than that, there's not much more news than yesterday evening, where I think Ruben and I are both, in that sense, focusing on our teams and our games. He's focused on Braga and his team, and I'm focused on Leicester with my team, and see if things can come together in the near future.
It seems like you've enjoyed the role. Would you one day like to think of yourself as a permanent manager of Manchester United?
Yeah, of course. I thought this through well when I made the decision to come to this journey with the club in also an assistant role. I had clear ambitions to manage. I made the decision to sign a 2-year deal as an assistant, and I'm still in that frame of mind. To be fair, to stay in that capacity.
Hey everyone, today's match is shaping up to be a big one at Old Trafford. It's not just any game, it's also the final match for Ruud van Nistelrooy as interim manager. He's been holding down the fort while United finalize things with Ruben Amorim, who officially takes over on Monday. Absolutely. And what a journey it's been for Van Nistelrooy in such a short time. Just 2 weeks ago, he kicked off his temporary role with that huge 5-2 win over Leicester in the Carabao Cup, and now he's closing it out with the same opponent. Imagine ending unbeaten with a solid 75% win rate. That would be a real boost for United going into Amorim's era. And Leicester won't make it easy, of course. They're bound to be looking for revenge, and that means Van Nistelrooy has some tough decisions to make on the lineup. If United win, it could give the team that extra lift they need for the rest of the season. Exactly. His squad choices will be key, especially with players returning from injuries. We've got a few back in the fold, like Antony and Eriksen, though Lenny Yoro, Luke Shaw, and Tyrell Malaysia are still working their way to full fitness. Alright, let's look at what the lineup might look like. In goal, Andre Onana has been rock solid and could very well be gunning for another clean sheet. He's been a standout, and his consistency in goal is huge for United. Yes, and with Noussair Mazraoui at right back, United have a reliable asset. He's already being talked about as one of the signings of the season for United, and his contributions on the right have been excellent. In central defense, Matthijs de Ligt should be fresh since he got a midweek rest. He'll likely team up with Lisandro Martinez, who's really been finding his form lately. These two could be a strong combo against a feisty Leicester attack. At left back, we'll likely see Diogo Dalot. He's had a bit of a dip in form, but this could be a chance for him to step up one last time under Van Nistelrooy and show he's still a key player for United. Moving into midfield, Casemiro and Manuel Ugarte are probably staying put. They're building a nice partnership, and Ugarte's been solid. After a tough outing against Chelsea, he bounced back well against PAOK. And with Eriksen back in the mix, Van Nistelrooy could add more creativity to counter Leicester's defensive setup. Eriksen's vision could be what United needs to break down any stubborn defending. For the wingers, Amad Diallo is expected to start on the right. Although looked like a doubt after limping off against PAOK on Thursday, Van Nistelrooy, however, said he was hopeful the Ivorian would recover in time for this game. His performance on Thursday, where he netted 2 goals, really showcased his ability. It sounds like he's recovered well, and he'll be hungry to replicate that performance. In the center, Bruno Fernandes is finally finding his rhythm again with 3 goals and an assist in the last 3 games. He's an easy choice in the starting lineup. United will need his leadership on the field. Now the question is, who will occupy the left flank? Alejandro Garnacho is in the box seat, but looked tired and unfocused against Paok, so perhaps Marcus Rashford will be recalled to have a run against a problem position for Steve Cooper, which would be occupied by either James Justin or Ricardo Pereira. Garnacho certainly looks like he needs a rest. Leicester's defense has a few weak spots, and Rashford's speed could create some real problems for them. Finally, up front, we've got Rasmus Højlund. He's not been at his best lately, but he's still managing to hold his spot. United needs a strong finisher, and if Højlund can step up, he could leave an impact on this final match under Van Nistelrooy. This lineup sounds exciting. It's Van Nistelrooy's last chance to leave a mark, and if United pull off a win, it'll be a nice springboard for Amorim's first game in charge, for sure. A win here would show that United is serious about moving up the table. Let's see if Van Nistelrooy can wrap up his time with a victory. Alright, that's our predicted lineup and key points for today's big match. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What lineup would you go with, and do you think United will close this chapter with a win?